Fight! Hello and welcome to the N64 beta project, and as always this is the show where we take a look at unreleased games, prototypes, tech demos and mods for the Nintendo 64. Now when we've looked at mods in the past, we've looked at some mods for high profile games such as F-Zero X and also GoldenEye as well. But for today's episode there could surely be no bigger game that's received a mod, and it's The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That very mod is now complete and ready to play on the console, and it's called Petrie's Challenge. So let's take a look. Petrie's Challenge is perhaps one of the coolest mods available now for the N64. It's a project that had been in development for what seems like years, and I remember reading about it long before I ever started this channel even. I spoke with the developer, and he's been a huge Zelda fan, like most of us, for their entire lives. He became interested in the mod scene when he spent a whole summer playing different Metroid mods, which inspired him to make his own Zelda mod for the anniversary of Ocarina of Time. He initially started recreating the red and blue switches from A Link to the Past within the Ocarina of Time engine, and as his experience and passion for the project grew, it took on a whole new foundation. But what is Petrie's Challenge? Well, essentially, it's a very heavily modded version of Ocarina of Time, and in order to play it, you'll need to go to the link in the description down below and patch the non-debug version of the Ocarina of Time Master Quest ROM. You will then be able to play this either on an emulator, but as you'll know, I'll have mods which can be played on the real hardware, so if you have an EverDrive 64, you'll be pleased to know that this runs perfectly on it. Petrie's Challenge consists of 3 dungeons which are played back to back. It consists of the Forest Temple, the Fire Temple and everyone's favourite, the good old Water Temple. The reason for this mod's years of development comes from the fact that the dungeons play totally differently than the original game. The puzzles and levels have been fully redesigned, so even if you're a master of Ocarina of Time, then you'll find that you'll have a totally new experience with this game. It plays almost nothing like the original. What I loved about this mod more than anything was the fact that whilst it played like an entirely new Zelda game, everything about it had the same Zelda charm as the rest of the games in the series. Not only that, but the puzzles are smart. There will be countless times in the game when you'll be scratching your head, and then when you do complete the puzzle it will make total sense. There are also new items to use and new songs to learn as you make your way through the dungeons. An in-game timer tracks your total time so that you can submit your final time to leaderboards and give you a benchmark for future best runs. The iron boots can also be equipped with the D-pad, which means that the menu swapping tediousness of Ocarina of Time is a thing of the past, and the entire game is also completely without a shield, so you'll need to brush up on your combat skills before playing this, as at times it can be ruthless. All of the text in the game has also been rewritten, so I suggest that you pay attention and listen, because sometimes you'll get nuggets of information which can really help you when you get stuck. You won't be given a solution to the puzzles, but sometimes when you're stuck it can go a long way to helping you. There are only a few minor issues to the game. There are a few times when enemies can get stuck out of bounds, but this can be fixed with a simple backtrack, and you will occasionally get a few skewed textures, but in all honesty these issues are minor, and I only experienced them once in my few playthroughs of the game. I'm also pleased to report that most of these minor bugs are now fixed with the latest 1.3 version release of the mod, so what are you waiting for? Head on down to the link in the description down below and start playing this game now. Whether you're playing this on an emulator or the real console, this mod will be a challenge, but one which brings back so many amazing memories of the first time that you'll play through Ocarina of Time. But now it's over to you. What are your thoughts on this latest mod to hit the N64 scene? Are you interested in checking the game out, or perhaps you've already been playing it and you've witnessed it firsthand? Let me know your thoughts and comments in the section down below, and as always let's have a discussion about the game. Thanks for watching, and until next time.